Hey there YouTube, it is cloth diaper laundry day at our house, and so I thought I would record this as I'm going through the process and show you what we do in our high efficiency washer. So our laundry process actually starts with each diaper change, and I've put 3 diapers out just to give you an example of each one. So one, we go ahead and pull all the inserts out of our diapers at each diaper change. So when they go in the pail, they go in as 2 pieces if it's a pocket. The second one is if the insert has snaps on it, that the insert is completely unsnapped before it goes into the wash. And then the third one is if it has Velcro tabs, that we have put the Velcro pieces on the tabs themselves. We do not use the ones that come on the diaper. We find that does not work well and causes the diaper chain and some other issues. And also these parts right here kind of get nubby and we don't like that. So we go ahead and affix these to the diaper and put them in the wash just like that. Welcome to the laundry room. What we're going to do now is start the wash routine. We do have our wash routine written down on a piece of paper. This is pretty helpful, especially for my husband or family members or anybody else who's here who's trying to help out with diaper laundry, so they can follow the process. And what we've done, we broke it into washing and drying and just kind of written down the steps here. So we've already gone ahead and made sure our Velcro tabs are there. We've removed all the inserts from the pockets. And we have now placed all the diapers, inserts, cloth wipes, pail liner, etc. in the washing machine. So here's our machine here. We have a front loader, high efficiency. Everything is in. And the pail liner is in as well. And it is what I would call inside out, meaning the PUL layer, the shinier side, is on top or facing the outside, and the material is on the inside. So everything is in. I'm just going to shut this door. And we're going to start by rinsing everything out of the diapers. So for us, that's a rinse and spin mode. Here, you can see the time went to 22 minutes because of the rinse and spin. It's already set to cold as the wash temperature and max extract to get everything out. So all I'm going to do here is hit extra rinse. The reason I do that, and you see it shifts to 34 total minutes, is because we have overnight diapers in there, and our overnight diapers in there obviously have far more wetness in them than the other ones. So I like to go ahead and do basically the rinse process twice, just to make sure that they have had everything rinsed out of them as possible. So you've seen our step there for the rinse and spin with the extra rinse on cold with a max extract. It's for 34 minutes according to this. So go ahead and let that run and check back soon. Our rinse is done. Our next step in the process is specific for our high efficiency machine. We want to get as much water into the diapers as possible so that the wash will not only have extra water, but will also think that they are heavier than they are and add more water to the wash. So you see on our washing instructions here, it's actually number 5, but it is to soak them in no detergent and cold. So on the machine, my machine actually has a soak on it. Which is one of the reasons I love this machine. Not all of them have a soak, so I do understand high efficiency folks, you don't all have this option, but it is fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on soak. You see when I do put it on soak, it goes to a 30-minute soak cycle, but it defaults to normal. I'm gonna switch that to heavy, which takes it up to 35 minutes. And I'm gonna switch it to a cold water soak on that. What's great about this soak cycle is that it doesn't just have the diapers sit there, it does continue to rotate them every so many minutes. I forget what it is, but that I think is great too. So it's like a really, really gentle rinse-ish, but with a lot of water. So we're gonna let that go, and we'll see you again in 35 minutes. At the end of our soak, I just opened this up so you can see, it does not do a spin. So all of the water is still in here. Which this is an insert, right? You can see it is soaked, which is great. Essentially what that means is not only have we added a ton of water to our washer, which will help in our washing cycle, but it also gets everything heavier. So now our machine will think that it needs more water as well to wash. So we're on our last step at this point, which we call whitest whites setting on our washing machine. Really, this just means a hot water wash with an extra rinse, and I'll show you the settings there. It's a heaping teaspoon of detergent for us. Anything more than that, and we tend to get buildup. And then we use just a 1/4 teaspoon of Funk Rock, the Funk Bouncer there. We are a rocking greenhouse, we're using rocking green. And we make sure the heavy soil level is selected so it washes for the longest amount of time. So I have added our detergent as well as the Funk Bouncer there in the front in the Color Safe bleach bin. And now I'll go ahead and turn on to whitest whites. And you see it goes ahead and does the settings for the extra rinse, which is already on. It's a 1 hour and 20 minute process. It's on a normal soil level, so I'm going to switch that to heavy, so it goes up to 1 hour 35. Hot water with a max extract. And when this is done, our wash routine will be done. All right, everybody, we have finished washing and we're moving on to drying. I have 3 drying options that I have on our sheet, and they're in order of preference, the way I like to do them, which the first one there is place everything on an outside drying rack in the sun. The second one is to line dry everything inside but dry the inserts and the wipes in the dryer. And then the last one is to line dry the pail liner but dry everything else in the dryer. So today, as it happens, it's raining, and it hasn't rained here in a really long time. So we are going to actually put everything but the pail liner in the dryer. And the reason for that is it's kind of late in the day, and I prefer to do all my stuffing at night and then have everything ready to go for the next morning instead of letting them dry overnight and then stuffing first thing in the morning. So just a personal preference. So we're going to go ahead and put everything in the dryer today. Let me move this. You can see I've gone ahead and moved everything into the dryer. The things that I don't put in the dryer, which I will show you, I have hung right here, which is our pail liner. Does not go in the dryer, it will hang. And then my fleece soakers and fleece liners will not go in the dryer either. They will hang here up on this line. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on the dryer. This is super delicate. Super delicate basically equates to low on our dryer. I'd done air dry as well before and then turned them on low, but our low is so low that it has not been a problem. And in terms of the sensory here, I put it on more dry, which is the default. So it will run until it senses that the first thing in the dryer is dry, which is generally the covers, and then it will shut itself off. And once it shuts itself off, I take all the covers out, and then I will finish drying all of the inserts, and then we will stuff and be done. So we're gonna get this started. Here it says it's an estimate of 37 minutes, but sometimes it'll run for 20 minutes on the first one, and then from there, the second one will run for like 40 to finish them up, but I always dry everything on low. I never turn it on higher than that. So that is really the end of ours. We're gonna finish this up and get them stuffed and ready to go for the next day. So hope that was helpful. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.